Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here tonight. If you found your way to this life, whether you planned it or just happened to stumble in, I want you to know that it is not a coincidence. The moon has a way of calling the people who need her most, and tonight she is calling loudly. Let me ask you something, and I want you to sit with it honestly for just a moment. Have you ever heard yourself say something you deeply believed? A belief about who you are, what you're capable of, what you deserve, what is possible for you. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a quiet voice whispered, "But is that actually true anymore?" That quiet voice, that tiny flicker of doubt about your own story, that is not weakness. That is wisdom trying to get your attention. Tonight is the night you finally listen to it. It is 31st of May 2026, and the sky above us is doing something rather extraordinary. We are sitting under a blue full moon in Sagittarius, and I want to unwrap what that actually means for your life. Not just in poetic terms, but in the most practical, tangible. Your Monday morning will feel different kind of way. First, the blue moon. You know the phrase, "once in a blue moon"? That saying exists because this is genuinely rare. A blue moon happens when two full moons appear in the same calendar month. May began with the full moon, and now, before the month closes its eyes, here comes another one. The moon did not finish her business in one round. She came back, and that is the spiritual signature of tonight. What came back around for you this month? What situation? What relationship? What feeling? What old story surfaced again in me, as if to say, we are not done with this. If you have had a deja vu in your emotional life this month, if something felt familiar in an uncomfortable way, tonight is the completion of that chapter. Now, this full moon sits in the sign of Sagittarius, and I love Sagittarius energy because it is so honest, it is almost rude. Sagittarius is the philosopher, the truth seeker, the archer, pulls the bow back and aims at the farthest possible horizon. It rules the ninth house of higher learning, spiritual truth, far journeys, and the search for meaning. It is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the cosmic teacher who says, "You're ready for more than you think." But here is the tension of tonight, and I think many of you will feel this in your bones. The sun right now is in Gemini, the sign of information, facts, logic, communication, data. And the moon is in Sagittarius, the sign of wisdom, philosophy, belief, and the big picture. Think of it this way: Gemini is like your news feed, an endless, brilliant, overwhelming scroll of facts, updates, messages, opinions, notifications. And Sagittarius is like sitting by a fire on a mountain, looking at the stars and knowing something beyond what worlds can hold. Most of us are living entirely in the news feed. Tonight, the Sagittarius full moon is pulling us towards the mountain. There is a beautiful old teaching in Zen Buddhism. A student visits a master and begins enthusiastically listing all the spiritual books he has read, all the techniques he has practiced, all the philosophical theories he has collected. It does remind me of many of you when you come to me. The master silently begins pouring tea into the student's cup. The cup fills. It overflows. The master keeps pouring. Finally, the student cries out, "It is overflowing. No more will go in." And the master says, "Like this cup, you're full of your own opinions and ideas. How can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup?" Tonight, we are emptying the cup. Because the truth is, and this is what the blue Sagittarius full moon is really asking, some of the beliefs we carry are not even ours. They were poured into us by well-meaning parents, by culture, by old wounds, by past versions of ourselves who needed a story to survive. Those stories worked once. They kept us safe once. But you are not the person you were when you formed those stories. And carrying beliefs that no longer fit you is like wearing a coat 3 sizes too small and wondering why you cannot breathe. I want to say something scientific here because some of you are analytical minds and you deserve more than just the mystical. Research from Joe Dispenza's lab published in Communications Biology last year showed that when people engage in conscious belief reconceptualization combined with deep meditation, measurable changes happen in the brain's network activity. Specifically, a decrease in the regions responsible for internal mental chatter. The brain literally quiets the noise, and separate research has shown that the full moon affects our melatonin levels and sleep patterns, that the subconscious becomes more active and more volatile around the full moon, which is precisely why almost every ancient spiritual tradition, Vedic, Buddhist, Pagan, Shamanic, designated the full moon as a time for inner work. Your ancestors were not wrong. Your restlessness tonight is information. And speaking of ancient wisdom, have you brought your Lapis Lazuli with you tonight? If you have this stone nearby, please hold it or place it in front of you. If you do not have it, do not worry. Your intention is the most powerful crystal you carry. Lapis Lazuli is perhaps the most historically significant spiritual stone on this planet. For over 6,000 years, it has been mined from the mountains of Afghanistan. Cleopatra wore it as eye powder. The ancient Egyptians inlaid it in the death mask Tutankhamun. Renaissance painters ground it into ultramarine pigment. So precious, it was worth more than gold by weight, and reserved it exclusively for the robes of the Virgin Mary. Why? Because lapis was the color of the night sky, the color of the cosmos, the color of what is true beyond what the human eye can see. In energy healing, lapis works with two centers: the throat chakra, your ability to speak your truth, and the third eye, your ability to see your truth. Tonight, with the blue moon in the Sagittarius, those are precisely the two energies the sky is activating: your ability to speak your truth and your ability to see your truth. So if you have your lapis, hold it now and let it remind you you have access to ancient wisdom, not in some far-off spiritual realm, right here in your own chest. Tonight's meditation is going to take you on a journey inward. We are going to sit with the truth that has been waiting for you. We are going to release the beliefs that have been holding you in a life that is too small. And we are going to meet, perhaps for the first time in a long time, the version of you that already knows which direction to aim. Find a comfortable seat. We're about to begin. Let us begin to arrive. Wherever you're sitting, on a chair, on the floor, on your bed, take a moment to feel the support beneath you. Let your weight drop The earth is holding you. The ground does not need you to do anything to deserve its support. It simply holds. Let yourself be held. Soften your shoulders, not forcing them down, just releasing the grip, as if someone gently placed a warm hand on each shoulder and the tension simply melted. And allow your eyes to close softly, like petals folding at the sunset, not squeezing shut, just closing, choosing to turn inward. Now, let us find our breath together. Take a slow, deep inhale through your nose, filling your lungs from the bottom up, the way water fills a glass. Belly first, then the ribs, then the chest. Hold for just a moment at the top. And now, a long, slow exhale through the mouth, letting go. Let it all pour out. Again, inhale, deep, nourishing, full. Hold. Exhale completely. One more time. Inhale, drawing in this night, this moon, this moment. Hold and release. Allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm now. You do not need to control it. Just notice it. Notice how your body already knows how to breathe. You do not have to manage it. You do not have to get it right. Just watch it the way you might watch a river from the bank. With each exhale, imagine roots growing downward from the base of your spine, from the soles of your feet, reaching deep into the earth beneath you, through the floor, through the soil, down to the layers of rock and ancient stone, down until they find the warm, luminous core of the earth, steady, unchanging, alive. Feel that connection. Feel the earth's stability rising up through those roots into your body. You're not floating tonight. You are anchored, held, safe. And now, with each inhale, draw moonlight downward from above. Imagine the light of tonight's blue full moon. This rarer than rare light, filtering in through the crown of your head like silver mist. Soft, cool, illuminating. You are held between earth below and moon above, between the ground and the sky. This is the sacred axis, the place where humans have always stood to do their deepest work. Now, I want you to imagine that you're standing at the edge of a vast open field at night. The sky above you is extraordinary, deep indigo, the color of Lapis Lazuli, scattered with stars like crushed gold dust. And above you, enormous, luminous, impossibly full, is the blue moon. She's slightly smaller tonight, a micromoon they call it, sitting farther from the earth than usual. But do not mistake quieter for weaker. A candle in a dark room does not need to be a bonfire to show you the truth. She is doing her work. Feel the moonlight on your face. Let it touch you. This light left the moon just over a second ago, reflected from a sun 150 million kilometers away, and it found you. In this vast universe, this light found you. Let it land for a moment. In the distance, you notice a figure standing at the edge of the field. Arrow nocked, bow drawn towards the sky, not aiming at anything threatening, but aiming toward the horizon, toward possibility, toward truth. This is the Sagittarian within you, the part of you that has always known there is more, the part that wonders, that seeks, that refuses to stay small. Walk toward this figure. With each step, feel lighter, not because you're leaving anything behind, but because you're walking toward the part of yourself you have been too busy to visit. And as you draw close, the anchor turns to you and you realize this is you, a version of you that stands in complete alignment, a version that speaks only what is true, that aims only toward what is real. Your inner anchor gently takes your hand and leads you to a place just behind you, a building you had not noticed before. It is ancient, stone lit from within. Above the door, carved in the language of every civilization that ever searched for the truth, are the words, beliefs that made you. You step inside. The shelves stretch from floor to ceiling, and on each shelf are scrolls. Each scroll is a belief you carry. Some are gold and shimmering, beliefs that are alive, that support you, that were born from wisdom and experience. These glow with warmth. You feel them in your chest like a steady heartbeat. But as you look around, you begin to notice other scrolls. These are older, dusty, some are frayed at the edges, some were clearly written in a different hand, not yours, not your adult voice, but the voice of a younger self, the voice of someone else entirely, a parent, a teacher, a culture, an old wound. Take a few moments now in the silence to walk through these shelves and notice which beliefs feel alive, which feel tight, which feel like a house you grew up but no longer live in. You do not need to catalog everyone. Just let your hand hover over the shelves and notice where something stills. There is a fireplace at the center of this library. It is warm, not destructive. Its light is the same indigo gold as Lapis Lazuli, the same blue as the night sky outside. The Sagittarius within you, this whole cleared-eyed version of yourself, points to one scroll. Perhaps you already know which one it is. Perhaps it surprises you, but something in you knows. Reach out and take it. Hold it in your hands. Feel the weight of it. This belief. Perhaps it was, I'm not good enough. Or I have to earn love. Or perhaps people like me do not get to live like that. Or I'm too old, too late, too lost. Or it is safer not to hope. Whatever it is, you do not need to say it out aloud. Just hold it. Feel how long you have carried it. And now, with gratitude, not anger, because this belief once protected you, was once made sense in the world you were living in then. Thank it. Thank you for what you tried to do. I don't need you for what comes next. Thank you for what you tried to do. I don't need you for what comes next. Thank you for what you tried to do. I don't need you for what comes next. And place it in the fire. Watch it burn, not violently, but cleanly. The way a leaf returns to the earth. The way a season ends so another can begin. Feel the space where that belief used to sit inside you. It is not emptiness, it is space, breathing room, possibility. Your inner anchor leads you back outside into the moonlit field. And now something has changed. On the far horizon, there is light beginning to gather, not the grey light of dawn, not yet, but a luminous line of possibility, the direction you're meant to aim. Your archer hands you the bow, not to fire at something you must fight or conquer, but to aim, to choose a direction. The Sagittarian arrow is not a weapon, it is a declaration. Ask yourself now in the quiet and let the answer come from the part of you that already knows, not from the part that overthinks. What is the bigger truth I'm ready to live? Not the full plan, not the steps, just the direction, the horizon, the yes your soul is leaning toward. If you have your Lapis Lazuli with you, bring your awareness to it now. Feel its weight in your imagination. See its deep blue surface, the gold flecks like stars caught inside the stone. This stone has been held by priests and pharaohs, by seekers and scholars and dreamers across 6,000 years of human longing for truth. Let all of that ancient witnessing pour into your hands now. Bring your awareness to the center of your forehead, the third eye. Imagine a soft, deep blue light glowing there. The eyes that sees what the mind only suspects. The inner vision that knows before logic catches up. And bring your awareness to your throat, this gentle channel through which your truth must eventually travel from inner knowledge to outer living. Let a soft warmth settle there. No tightness, no held words, just openness. You're allowed to speak what is true for you. The lapis holds both of these. It whispers, see clearly, speak honestly, trust what you know. Now, return your full awareness to the moon above you in this inner landscape. She is full and round and rare. A blue moon, a second offering, a reminder that light gives second chances more often than we notice if you're paying attention. Let a light wash over you now, slowly, completely, starting at the crown of your head, pouring down like silver water over your face, over your neck, over your shoulders, down through your chest, where your heart lives and beats its fateful rhythm. Let the moonlight find any constriction there and soften it, any old grief, any protected place. The moon does not judge, she only illuminates, and what is illuminated can be healed. Down through your belly, where your instincts live, your gut knowing, your deep sense of what is right. Let the moonlight affirm what you already sense. You have more wisdom in your body than your mind will ever fully understand. Down through your legs, your feet, back into the earth, completing the circuit. Moonlight entering above, earth holding below, you in the sacred middle, transformed. Sit in this moonlit field for a few more. There is nothing you need to do right now, nothing to figure out, no plan to make, just be here, a person who has released something, who has been something, who has stood under a blue moon and whispered a true thing to the sky. Now, take 3 deep breaths, each one anchoring this experience into your body. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Gently begin to bring your awareness back to the room. Feel the weight of your body again, the support beneath you, the air on your skin. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Let life pulse back through your hands and feet. Take a deep breath, and as you're ready, gently open your eyes. Welcome back. You just sat under a blue full moon in Sagittarius. Something that happens once every few years, and you choose to spend it going inward. That is not a small thing in a world that is constantly asking you to scroll further, consume more, react faster. You chose to go deeper. The moon noticed. Hold your lapis if you have it. It has been the witness to this moment, the way ancient stone always is. Come back to the room. Come back to the room. A thought to carry with you as you go. Sagittarius is the anchor. The arrow has been released tonight. You do not need to chase it. It knows where it is going. Your job now is simply not to pull it back. Do not shrink back into the belief you just released. Do not rebuild the story you just let burn. The horizon is still there, luminous and waiting. Take it one day at a time, one brave choice at a time, one honest world at a time. I love you, and I'm honored to have sat with you under this moon. Please drop your experience in the comments. I read every single one. And share this with someone who needs a moment of truth tonight. Until the next moon. Good night, beloved ones.